Good morning from Cheshire and welcome to Lymm. Today's ride is going to be a bit different. Not your usual mountains of the Lake District, but the flatlands of Cheshire, and we're looking for some off-road as well, and maybe a little hill or two. So I just thought I'd show you a few things about Lymm to start with. We're at the cross, centre of the village. Lots of things in the village, restaurants, cafes, shops. Very popular place that people like to come and visit, and I'll show you a bit more in a minute. Quick panorama there. The cross, built in the 17th century, and there we have some stocks. It was renovated in 1897. Just going down through the centre of the village. Popular stopping off place for cyclists. Like to sit there in the sun. Here we have the lower dam. Stop quickly. There's yeah, they've been having fun with the cygnets getting past and stuck, so it looks like they've put up a temporary net because they've had to be rescuing them. So yeah, this is what they call the lower dam, and we're just going to go around the corner and up a little cobble street to take a look at the canal. Just going up the quick look at the canal. This is the Bridgewater Canal, and unfortunately there was a big breach in the canal around about Christmas, and it's going to take a couple of years to fix, so the connections to other canals are a bit compromised. Right, I'm going to head off out the village and catch up with you once we get rural. We're out of the village now, and it's minor roads for some distance. We're just coming up to an old airfield, disused. Well, it's disused, it's used for something. Something secret in there. Our way down to Antrobus and then on to Little Lee. You can tell the minor road. There's this green stuff growing down the middle. Some nice little houses tucked away down these lanes. Yeah, there's another one. So it's passing through Antrobus. But it's going through Frandley. I was hoping to get out on an electric mountain bike today, but the forecast wasn't looking good for the lakes, so I just quickly put together this ride route in Cheshire and try and get some bit of off-road in it on the gravel bike. We're at Little Lee now, and we've had a headwind all the way so far. Just coming up to the first bit of off-road. Anyway, let's see. Will be a few years since I came down it. Just the really rough bits make a massive difference. Just can't go as fast. This is okay. Go up to Acton Bridge, and I'm going to be riding alongside the River Weaver for a bit. kayaked up here. Quite pleasant. So this river section is navigable from Winsford Flash, all the way down to Runcorn Rowing Club. Over the bridge here because there's a weir down there. And we'll get to the locks in a minute. We have to cross over somewhere. I think it's not yet. Here's the portage, get out. They give you a little bit of rubber to put the boats on. I made a mistake there. Should have crossed over at the locks. So we have to go across the lock. Through. We're on the right side of the river now, and go alongside it for a bit underneath the big viaduct, and then get back onto minor roads. You're at the viaduct there. This stretch of the river gets regular use from the Runcorn Rowing Club. Yeah, that's a long one. But again, away from the river now. Back on minor road in a minute. Cute. Kingsley we're in, and it's not far to Delamere. Okay, so we'll be into the forest now. Lots of trails in here. Got chased by a dog back there, so wouldn't want to go back that way. Well, we're in the forest and there's lots of gravel in here, and they built a load of forest lodges here somewhere. Hi. Just going to quickly show you one of the mountain bike sections. Gosh, is that worn away. Yeah, there's a few bits in here, and there's what they call a skills section, which is quite fun. So yeah, you can have fun in here on a mountain bike. I crossed over the main road and we're in the southern section. Whoa. That looks like they've built quite a few more cycle trails in here since I was last here. It looked nice. Yeah, lots of references to our good friends Wallace and Gromit. There's certainly bits here I've never done before. Here's the car park, can't you? Oh my goodness. So we're going up the hill to the top of Old Pale. Reasonable climb. Great views from the top. We're climbing up the longest but less steep section. Nearly there. So we're on top of Old Pale and you've got a 360-degree panorama. You might be looking at Fiddler's Ferry, the television mast over there, Pennines or Derbyshire, lake in the middle of Delamere. We're going down that way in a minute, and here's the radio masts, and you can ride down there. We're looking at Wales over there, one of those bridges. So we're going to head on down and find our way to the station cafe for a well-earned lunch break. It's a very nice little wiggly route down there. Oh, I found a little track. It looked really overgrown, but not too bad once you go a little way. So it just wiggles its way down through the woods. Yeah, there's many ways down this hillside. Growing, overgrown. Nice. Now back to the main path. Here's a quick look at the new facilities. We've got a bike shop, bike repair, and a little map of the new trails they've built. They're all blue ones, but looks nice. So we're just heading on now to the cafe at the station. See what we can find here. Looks nice. Well, what a gem this place is. A station house cafe. It's gorgeous. Look at that. So I should definitely be stopping for a bite to eat here. Obviously the cyclists know all about it. Right, off we go. Have that nice little lunch stop. Very popular with cyclists. So a bit more kind of off-road. Oh, these roots. Missed it again. Oh, being a Saturday, there's quite a few bikes out today. I suppose it's a nice alternative to mountain biking if you know it's on your doorstep. Well, let's say you could ride from home. Oh yeah. Make a good club ride. And basically alongside that big quarry, sand quarry, but it's a nice track. Good. I think we're coming out of the road now. So now we're coming to Whitegate Way. Not sure if we're going to do any of it, but we shall see. We're left on it for a little bit. Yo, cheers. In case you didn't see, that was a tandem. Alright.
Hey. Alright, mate.
Great. Well, back on some minor roads. Just going past Delamere Park. Dropping down, which means we'll be going up somewhere. Pretty little road from Delamere Park, and then we're getting to Austin, and then it won't be too far to Acton Bridge. To Acton Bridge itself. Oh, swing bridge, I don't know if it ever swings. It might do. Sometimes you get some big boats here. So yeah, that's where we went on the way alongside the River Weaver. Now we go back to Little Lee, and I'll not film the way back, but hang on to the end. There's a bit to see at the end that's interesting. So we're coming back into Lymm now. One more thing to show you. Lymm Dam. Yes, a lake, but for some reason they call it Lymm Dam. We parked up here. Nice spot which you can't see in the trees. It goes all the way around. Very popular. And there we have an ice cream and coffee van. Works a treat. So yeah, we're going to finish the video here. Been a fantastic ride for the off-road that I found. Some of which I definitely didn't do before. So yeah, see you in the next one.